Conquerors, Warriors, welcome into another edition of the Front Seven Rush Show. I'm Ben Singer. I'm a superstar producer, big time Bijan Kelly.
It's that front seven rush kind of thing. What's going on, man?
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I ain't got no nose hairs and nothing. That means I'm real good.
Good, man. You good.
You
Man, I
know,
just
when you said that, oh
hmm
yeah.
when I said that what? Made you check?
No, no, when you said that, I just all of a sudden had like 10 of them coming out of my nose when I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just something we have to do, man. Some of us we get so busy we lose track. Nobody don't tell us.
Man, I've
We
been
kind of
trimming
embarrassing,
daily.
man. That's not sexy. No matter how you
No,
swing it.
no, it is not.
Not
No,
sexy, man.
sir.
Um, man, I'm literally, man, running in the house, showering, sitting down. When I tell you, man, a long, hot
Ooh.
day,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I can only
long,
imagine. Cause I'm
uh,
out on my bike. I'm on my motorcycle, and that's to work,
right,
on lunch, after work. So, I mean, that's, not very long. But I
right.
I feel it in no short amounts of time.
Well, yeah,
So
yeah, it's
hopping
deep,
in and
man.
out that truck all day, I
Mhm.
mean, the closest I can relate to you is when I was doing Amazon delivery. And so woo, it
Yeah,
was tough. I was drinking bottles and bottles of water.
man. I mean, I come in, man. I drink these right here, man. These
What is that? Flavored water?
yeah, we got the electrolytes in it. I
Yeah,
drink
yeah.
Pedialyte, man, because I mean, after these days, man, you get so that sun just
Oh,
draws it out. You just,
man,
I mean, you just sweat, 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 man. So
it's kind of tough to get it back.
it is real tough to get it back, man. When I
I'm not.
tell you,
Yeah,
hmm,
I'm not laughing at the flavored water, but
hmm,
I just wouldn't expect it from you.
well, it's for the electrolytes, and it tastes pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, definitely. I
Hmm.
know why I would, you
Oh,
know,
hmm.
but
But I mean, it's
yeah,
0 calorie.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Can't beat
no
that.
calorie. You can't beat him. Got a little berry in it, a little splash of mandarin orange. I mean, can't beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's up,
you know
Jimmy?
what I'm saying?
What
So,
What were you saying though?
man, it's a must for me, man. It's a must. Um,
Ooh.
yeah. So, what's up, Jimbo? How you
Ooh.
doing, man?
Let me ask you something. Have you ever tried it's called liquid IV, I think?
Mm-mm.
So there are these little packs that you pour into some water,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got like a salt kind of, it's kind of like salt,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know what it is exactly, but it's
Right.
supposed to be good for you. They use it in hospitals and stuff. They sell it in HEB. Man, I tried it. I've drank it before. It
Yeah.
doesn't taste bad, tastes,
Mm-hmm.
fine, perfectly fine. And it's like they advertise it as having what, 4 to 8 or something like that, like bottles of water, and just, and now in your one bottle, like it's like
Really?
multiplies the hydration, or something like that. It's crazy. It's
Right.
crazy. And I
And
I
it's called
actually,
liquid IV.
yeah, liquid IV. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's called liquid IV. And it what it says exactly is, it says faster hydration than water alone. Yeah, 3 times the electrolytes, and then something about multiplying the hydration too. But yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm gonna
Maybe
have to
you
look into it, man.
should try it.
I mean, and hopefully anybody else is listening. You may want to take advantage of it. If you out in the sun,
Mm.
man. I mean, it's so important to get those fluids back in you. It really is. You'll be feeling bad, and you won't know why. If you don't know why, if you don't know why, you won't know why. If you understand what I'm saying, but
Yeah,
it'll have you feeling real bad, sluggish, no energy, your
and
immune system low.
And if you it could actually make you feel like you're coming down with something, like an actual sickness, like
Oh, huh.
you're dry and all of that, but you're not
Right.
dehydrated. Back
Mm-hmm.
back will start hurting. Where's that? Where your kidneys are? Yeah,
Yeah.
back will start hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy said he drink it. That's good, Jim. That's
Oh,
real good.
liquid IV. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is, tastes good, tastes fine. They got it for
Mhm.
kids, for adults, all that. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I'm always skeptical about stuff like that, but, kinda like Ensure, there's, like, these healthy things that come out that, are good for you. I know old people drink Ensure in the hospital, but you get what I mean, like, it's good for
I mean, if it's good for old people, it's good for me, young people, right?
you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. Um, so listen, brother, we gonna get in and out today like a bank rob, like a couple bank robbers, man. They got away.
Alright.
Um, but I want to discuss something, man, that's related to the video that everybody's talking about with the young man shooting the guy with the mother there and all of that. You know what I'm talking about?
I been following the story loosely. I never watched the video, but I did see, like, where it started, where it went, how it ended, but I just their journey in general. Just haven't seen the
Yeah.
video.
At this point, the video is not even relevant anymore.
Mm,
I don't even want to see it again.
mm.
So now, and this saddens me so much, man. I mean, really, it really does, and it should every black person on the planet, man.
Mm.
Now, whenever you turn on any social media, you know, people have their lives and topics. I mean, and podcasts and things like that. So now, you know what, man? It's so easy to divide black men and women. That's sad, bro. I mean, it's so easy to divide black men and black women.
That's true.
It's fair and it's sad, man, but it's so easy to divide us, man. I mean, we don't agree on anything.
Yeah,
We don't agree on nothing. We don't
yeah.
agree on nothing. So now, every time you turn something on, now you got arguments going back and forth between men and women because you
Mm-hmm.
got some men coming on saying she should have, she should have shut up and walked away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And of course, women like, what?
I
You know
should
what
have
I'm
what?
saying?
Right.
Right, man. And it's any social media you turn on now. Now the thing is over. It's over. They dropped the charges. Black men and black women are going at each other, man. I think that is so freaking sad, Doc.
I feel like the narrative, or like people's comments, change based on what happens. Like when the video first came out and we hear that they got arrested, people
Hmm.
were against them. And then we hear the charges are dropped, and now all of a sudden you got this wave of people that are for them and saying, "Yeah, it was right, and it was the self defense and blah blah blah."
Well, the argument is not even that. Not even the
Well, that's just what I've seen. So yeah.
man. I'm looking at the you have a lot of men saying, and you have women saying she should just walk away. She should just
Hmm.
shut up.
Hmm.
And then you got women saying, what the hell?
Hmm.
Why she got to shut up? He shouldn't have just hit her.
Right? Why does she have
And
to?
none of it's wrong, man.
Right?
None of it's wrong. The men are right, the women are right.
Yeah.
But what's sad is it's got
Mm-hmm.
black men and black women going at it, man.
Yeah, that divide. Yeah, because like you said, it is. They're both right. One, you could not escalate the situation, and then two, you could not have no self control and start punching on somebody just because they made you mad.
D Mac right.
To
He said
me.
we don't know how to respect each other's opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
right, man. He right. Men and women just, and you know what was, you know what it
That's
is.
true.
And I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. This is a perfect time for me to say it again. Men don't really like women as people,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
men and women don't really like men as people, man.
Yeah.
They don't really like the opposite sex as people, and especially when they get together.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, people don't want to, don't understand what I'm saying is those people, but they don't really like each other, man. They don't like how she moved. They don't like how
Hmm.
loud she is. They don't like how she talks so much. Men don't like how you know you just can't be quiet. Men don't like how you always complaining. Men don't like that. Women don't like how you don't understand things. Why do I have to tell you stuff all the time? Why you just don't get it the way I get it? Women don't like that about men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, for the most part, one can't live without the other, or one don't want to. One can, but one don't want to live without the other.
Ooh,
I got several of my buddies that have said, if they take away all the women, you might well kill me.
dang. Yeah. I see. I see.
However, I mean, they will go in on women. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Can't live with them. Can't live without them.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And women are the same way, man.
Yeah. We can rant so hard about each other, but at the end of the day, yeah, we're out seeking that opposite
Exactly.
sex. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can't I mean I'm one to say. I don't want to be here if they take away all the women. I don't want to be here with all you guys, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
There won't be any. Well, there. Yeah. No. No. If there were no women, and let's assume, so pretty much everyone's gonna die in like the next 80 years. But if there were no women, all the emotions are going out the window. All the um, what's the word? I'm not trying to say pity, but all of the like excuses or gosh, what am I trying to say? The
I don't know, you on your own, player. I don't know what you're trying to say.
so women women
No.
bring in multiple chances. They bring in, you get a second chance, you get a third chance, oh, it's okay, get back up on the horse. Men, without women, we're a lot more ruthless, is what I'm trying to say.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Yeah.
think, oh, you almost sound like you saying women calms us down.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Yeah.
think, if let's say all women, boom, disappear today,
Hmm.
in the next 80 years before all of us die, I think it's gonna get pretty rough. Pretty rough. There's not gonna be no more. I think hugs will disappear in 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Hugs.
I think
Yeah. Definitely picture taking. That's
yeah,
out
yeah,
that's
yeah.
gone.
Photos?
Yeah,
What?
that's a
What are you
wrap.
taking photos for?
Yeah.
Because you think something's beautiful? There's no beauty anymore.
No, man. No. Men don't think nothing beautiful.
we
Women
don't
just
even we don't even use those words anymore. Beautiful, handsome,
right.
pretty?
Yeah.
No, no,
Yeah.
all that's gone.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You right. You right. That's a wrap. It's done. It's over.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
over. And us as men, we know that. We
yeah.
know that. So but on the serious note though, man, it's really really sad, bro, that this thing, and it's just, I mean, this is a black thing, if that makes sense. Again, this is a black thing. This is a black crime, black on black crime,
Hmm.
black people,
Hmm.
black men, black women, black kids are going at it.
Is it weird to say it's getting better and worse at the same time? Is that possible?
I don't see what a better is, man.
Well, I think the exposure of the good of our people and our creativity and our personality, there that's getting exposed, and there's a lot of other cultures opening up to us. But on the other hand, then you also expose all of the flaws of our people, and we know how those flaws got there, but through the history, right? But
Mhm.
like, both sides are getting exposed, the good and the bad,
Right, right.
you know.
I guess so, man. I was thinking about this when I thought about this, and like I said, we haven't prepared anything. I just was like, man, we just something to think about, man.
Are
You
are
know,
you are you happy they got off on with self-defense?
definitely, man,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would miss the you working. When we had our show Monday, but especially the young fellow.
Hmm.
Um,
Yep. Yeah, because I mean, he really, man, it's good to know you can stand up for your mom and
yeah,
not go to jail for the rest of your life.
yeah.
You know,
Well, I mean, I think he got lucky on this one.
man,
I think he got lucky
you don't think it's a
because
standard?
no, because listening to law enforcement do some videos and stuff like that, they were saying it was going to be hard because he shot the guy in the back. If you shoot somebody in the
Mm.
back legally,
Mm-hmm.
they don't pose any more threat to you
Mm-hmm. Right.
because they're not even facing you, so they're
Right.
not they're not threatening you.
Yeah.
So it's hard to play the self defense thing. I think that the um, the prosecutor, I mean, whoever what is it the DA or whoever it is in that city in that town. I think, and I want to say it's a black lady, and I think she just had a soft spot and just dropped it, man, because I think it was up to
Okay.
her for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
But had it went to trial and all of that stuff, I
Right.
think it was gonna be hard to
Right.
to um to prove self defense.
Right.
And then especially when the guy was running, because when he shot him, the guy started running.
Yeah.
So he's not threatening you anymore.
I mean, I like that the charges were dropped because I
Hmm.
think that takes the politics out of it. I think things get too political. Like, I feel like in some situations you can judge it by the cover. You know,
Yeah.
like this. I mean, it was a detailed cover, but there was not much to it. Is what I'm trying to say. So you could judge it without getting it all the way through. In court in front of the
Hmm.
jury and all that.
Hmm.
So I'm glad it ended up that way.
And I'm with you on that because dude should have never hit that lady.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, you do stuff like that, man, then there's gonna be repercussions for that. You
Hey,
know,
where'd the gun come from?
the gun was supposedly in the car,
Oh, so
and
it's her gun.
it's her gun.
Well, it must have been registered and legal. So,
Yeah, it
oh,
was.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
and she taught him, hey, if something goes wrong or blah blah blah, I'm sure they had conversations. He felt comfortable grabbing it and protecting his
Hmm.
mom, and he's 14. So that whole like, I'm glad it didn't go to court because now you gotta trust these adults, to really think about, hey, this 14-year-old isn't thinking he's running away. Oh, I'm just gonna shoot him in the back. Like, it's a 14
But
year old, it's a
supposedly
kid.
the mom instructed him to shoot him again.
Mm,
Supposedly, man. I mean,
mm,
that's what the report said in the beginning. That's why I said,
mm.
you know, it's 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 pretty hard.
Yeah.
They got
Shoot
lucky.
him again. Dang.
Yeah, they got lucky. And I mean, because she was pissed.
Yeah,
You
right,
know,
right.
she was pissed. Rightfully so.
Did he shoot him again?
Yeah,
Whew.
yeah. That's when he
Mm.
finished him off. That's when he finished him off, man. Like I said, I hate the dude lost his life, but hey, you had no business putting your hands on that lady. I don't care what she said, how she
Yeah,
said it,
yeah,
how much she said. Bro, you just gotta leave that alone, walk away, man.
yeah.
You just gotta walk away and shake your head and keep it pushing. I don't
Hmm.
know how he got to that point to where he felt like, he was gonna make her respect him.
Right, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
unless unless this is a situation of life or death, I really don't see the point of having to, you know, jam someone in the face
No.
several times.
Yeah.
Um, I really, yeah, it's just ego.
That's it. That's it. Ego. So his
Yeah,
ego cost him his life.
yeah,
Cost him his life. But again, um, this divide, man, it's so easy to divide us, bro. I
yeah.
mean, can anybody explain that? Nobody can explain that.
Mm,
Yeah, I
mm,
mean, I gave my explanation. We don't like each other.
yeah.
So that's why it's so easy to divide us because, you know what I'm saying? The guys want to, they demand respect, and the ladies are at a point to where, you know, just listening to if you listen to these videos, man, these ladies are saying, we ain't taking it no more.
Hmm.
What they not taking no more, I don't know.
And that right there, that's kind of what I was talking about earlier, saying that there's exposure on our positive sides, but also our flaws, and saying that our flaws come from, our history, or at least
Mm-hmm.
the flaws that are, publicized out there. That's something that anger, that ignorance comes
Right.
from, oppression and those years of conditioning and all that. Um,
So what is
so
it now?
so what I think is, we have you ever heard people say, how do they say it? You hate being black, or you hate yourself, or something like that.
Mm.
You ever heard something
I
like
never
that?
heard that.
It's like we're coming out of that era, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're unconditioning. We're getting out of all that bad stuff, and expanding our minds. But while we expand our minds, there's those of us that are still stuck in that.
Okay.
And then we begin looking at that and hating that.
Mm.
But that is us, if you get me.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have those that are growing, evolving, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and into what our black culture probably should look like, and then those that are still stuck in what it was forced to be.
Right.
That's kind of what I think.
Mm.
So then it's like you're looking at yourself in the mirror. You're looking at this other person that's black, and you're like, I don't like what you represent.
Mm-hmm.
So then
I
it's
see what you're
easy. It's
saying.
easy for a man then to, blah blah blah, to a woman, and draw a line in the sand and say, "Man, I'm not dealing with y'all women anymore." And then women to do the same thing with men, with specifically black men and black women, right? We
Yeah.
draw lines in the sand between each other, but then all other races, we give them all types of, chances and white flags and this and that. We call truces and all that. But with us, we draw a line in the sand, like, I don't want to be a part of that anymore.
Damn.
That's what I think.
You got a point, man. The love to say we are the only people feuding with the race, with our race. Toyota said, I heard that the mom had texted him earlier and said this man was being disrespectful and is getting turned up. If you notice, the boy was standing in the door at the time of the first hit. Then he saw the hits and reacted regardless regarding did she text her son. I mean, that's what the reports were saying at first, that she texted the son. But she also was telling the son, go get in the car. So maybe she was just telling, maybe at that time, I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. The love that
Mm.
says social media pays certain people to push narratives in our community, and so many of us fall for it. Yeah, I mean that type of stuff, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe that, but who knows? Who knows?
I think there are, like, groups.
Moles, plugs.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Now, I don't subscribe to the whole, Illuminati and all that stuff. But there's definitely hate groups out there. Like, imagine the KKK, and then there's some smart individuals, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? Back in the day, we used to hang N words. But now, the noose will be social media. Let's put out some damaging videos and make them viral. You know,
Hmm.
it's still a small group, but a decent little dent, a decent impact, right? I
Right.
believe I believe that is 100% possible and happening in all types of cultures, like in Iraq and stuff. I believe, and Afghanistan and all that. I believe like there's social media people using it as a weapon. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, yeah.
definitely.
I don't subscribe to all the Illuminati stuff and this and that, but essentially what I'm saying is I think there's all types of groups of people that come together and decide to either do good or do bad.
Hmm. Right.
If a marketing team can come up with a great idea to, sell Coke, then a narco in Colombia comes up with a great idea to sell real Coke,
Yeah.
and hate group comes out with a great idea to sell racism or whatever.
Real hate. Yeah.
Yeah, hate, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
I
I
mean, it's
mean, it
just
runs deep. I agree that it probably do run deep, man. But
people
again,
with a purpose.
people with a purpose. But I just so it's just so sad how it's so easy to infiltrate us.
Yeah, us, yeah, especially.
It's so
Right.
easy to infiltrate us, man. It don't take much.
One video like that and break up our whole 4th of July weekend.
Break up a hole. You know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they can throw a balloon up in the air, and one side says blue, the other side says red, and it's on.
Yeah.
It's on, man.
Yeah.
It's on.
Yeah, man.
I mean, and then because I think our passion, like you talked about earlier, is a gift and a curse because we are so much more passionate than other races. I mean, just we're passionate about everything, by singing, by dancing, about
Mhm.
comedy. I mean, about
Yeah.
acting. We're very passionate
Right.
when we decide to do something. So when we decide to, debate back and forth, oh
Yeah.
man,
It gets rough.
it gets rough, man. It gets rough. It gets rough. It gets downright ugly sometimes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
once it gets to that ugly stage, and then emotions get involved,
Mhm.
because people always come on like, let's have a comfortable dialogue and respectful dialogue. It's out the door. All you got to
Out the
have is
door.
one. All you got to have is one. Get it started,
Yeah.
and
And
once
now
that
and
one get
now
it started, it's popping.
everybody's taking cuts at each other and trying to hurt
Hmm.
even deeper than the cut that got them.
Yeah, yeah. Love to say a lot of self hatred going on, no self respect, no dignity in the people. Yeah, all that's true, man. It's true.
Ooh,
But
man.
I mean, again, when
What's
we
up,
do
Bodine?
when we do these little, and we have our Bodines and our lovers listening, man. If we can just talk about it and maybe think about you know how we move in our own lives, and maybe think about some of the things that we do.
Yeah.
We may want to try to alter, or you know um, you know I don't know, change or whatever. Then
Right.
I'm fine, because you're not going to reach everybody. you know but I think that we need to stop allowing little stuff like
Mhm.
this to divide us more than we already divided.
Right.
Yeah, because we already really, really divided. And then once we throw stuff like this, I'm telling you, man, every video, if you turn on social media right now, somebody it's gonna be you're gonna have 5 videos of 5 lives where they still talking about this. But
Mhm.
now it's not the details, it's man versus woman,
Right.
you
Right.
know, and yeah, bro, that's just it's pathetic, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I would like to see if this happens in other cultures. I'm not sure if I would run across videos like that, but I would like to see an example of let's say this happened with all Asians or all white or all Mexican or all something, and I like to see in those comments like if it turns into that man versus woman and how far they go.
I
But
saw this very movie on, on First 48, man. Same thing. I'm a First 48 fanatic. So the white guy was jumping on the boy's mom,
hmm
white, same scenario. They just white.
hmm
Yeah, he was jumping on. I had jumped on a couple times. Now this was a boyfriend girlfriend thing.
yeah.
So the son hopped on his bike, rode his bike to wherever the dude was, and unalived him.
Oof.
Same type of thing, almost.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah. Close.
Um, but made the First 48, but it wasn't like newsworthy. It wasn't
hmm
social media hype. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. So yeah. So we may not have seen like much debate on that then.
No, man. What
Yeah.
no, I mean you
Yeah.
know, and that stuff like that is what I'm saying.
hmm
Why we have to get in, why we gotta get in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's the passion that we rock with.
Right.
So we almost can't help it. We passionate and we nosy.
Yeah.
So we can't help it, man. We can't help, man. We gotta get in this, man. We gotta talk about this.
We also like to comment on anything that has to do with us.
Yeah,
You'll find us in all the comments of all types of videos, but if it has to do with us, we are 90%
in
of
there.
of yeah, yeah, in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that
Yeah.
passion, man. It's
Yeah.
that passion. It's that
Yeah.
passion.
It's like all the white people and other races just kind of sitting on the sidelines because all the comments, I swear, is just black, 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 black,
That's it.
black.
That's a trip, though, man.
Yeah.
We talking about it and we dissecting it, but that's a trip. Why
Yeah.
the hell we always got so many opinions, man? Why we just can't shut the hell up? Why we can't shut the hell up? Let the law be the law and do what they do. Talk to
Mm.
your friends maybe about it. We gotta make a movie about it.
Passion.
Passion, bro. Passion. And once
Ooh.
you do that, then you open that Pandora's box.
Yep.
Once Bijan start talking about it, and um Tanya hear you saying what you're saying, and if she don't like what you're saying, she gonna let you know I don't like what you're talking about. And then it's on.
It's on.
It just snowballs. It just grows and grows and grows, man. So I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, I don't. There's no way to turn our passion down. It's just something that's
No.
in us.
No. Yeah. Yeah. I think. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, what does that turn into? Is there even something to fix there? I mean, what is
No.
yeah, what is
Mm-mm.
huh?
Unfortunately, it brings out, with the acceleration of the passion, it brings out all these different emotions.
hmm
Hurt, pain, anger,
Right.
and now, oh my, sadness, and you bring all those together, and then you build a group to talk about it, to discuss it, and you
hmm
got 4 or 5 different people with 4 or 5 different narratives about the situation, and it's on.
hmm
There's no good gonna come out of that because it's
Yeah.
a negative situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, and then when we have positive stuff, we ain't really talking about that
No, no,
because
unfortunately,
we're gonna Tyler
the
Perry shit.
the comments are 10 times less on
Yeah.
those. Everyone's following the what's his name? That rapper that killed his friends in the car, YNW Melly, his court case.
Mm.
No, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's like all over social media. If you see a dude in court with a skinny dude with dreads,
Okay.
and they keep you keep seeing him on your timeline, it's probably YNW Melly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but anyways, Toyota said, BJ, I think you are just saying we have to love ourselves, and until we do that, nothing matters. My feeling in this discussion here, is there here therapy to be able what Therapy to be able to express in a safe place, but also very sad when you think about how this world is in such disarray. I am in a place that paused me regarding the charges drop. Don't get me wrong, great for them, but ask yourself, do Black Lives matter? Don't miss what they are saying. What if that man was white? Ah, I see. So, on the first part, yeah, that is what I'm saying. Once we begin loving ourselves, then um, I feel like it's gravy from there. I feel like there's a lot of, you know, we find it so easy to hate ourselves, and that's my explanation for it is because don't we don't like what we see, and I think that's on a racial thing. Uh, um, but regarding the charges dropped, yeah. So Vince, she said that Black Lives Matter, as in she's saying, that this guy died and
Mm-hmm.
somebody should have been charged for his death, but no one was. So this is, in her eyes, a disrespect, and it's not respecting Black lives.
Yeah, I mean, I see what she's saying, but it's hard for me because, um, regardless of what that lady was saying, he had no right to hit her like he did.
Hmm.
So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not crying
Hmm.
for what happened to him. Not just because I don't know him, but because you was wrong, bro.
Yeah.
You was
And,
wrong.
and I'd like to think about it like this, furthering that, I feel like Black lives were paid attention to in this case because instead of three people losing their life,
Mm-hmm.
only one lost his life,
Only
you
one,
know.
yeah. In that scenario, and in regards to
'Cause
if
they
the
could have
guy was,
closed, yeah, right, they could have thrown them away.
yeah, they could have, he could have lost his life. They could have put both of those in prison for 40, 50 years,
Hmm.
which their lives would have been over with.
Yeah.
So, in a sense, because they were able to walk away, I guess if you want to say, that matters, and they're being black, then okay, that's fine. Um, Now, in her last, the last part of her statement, if the guy was white, then I do feel like we would have probably had a different outcome, and that's
Yeah.
just the world we live in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like what I was saying about the comments being 90% black, if
Hmm.
a white person was involved, well then all of a sudden, 60%, 80% of the comments are white now.
Yeah.
So that sways it because now you got those voices talking.
Right.
So I feel like that mom and that son won because it was viewed through our lenses. If I
Hmm.
mean that's I'm not apologizing for saying that statement. If it's true that the DA or whoever dropped the charges was black,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
then you see all this commentary online is coming from black voices. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like that's the reason they got those charges dropped because it
I
was
think so too. I
viewed.
think the white people just stayed out of it.
Yeah,
Hey man, this is y'all thing. We're gonna let y'all handle this however you want to handle it.
yeah,
People on the outside looking in and saying that dude never should have hit that lady like that. He got what he deserved.
yeah,
You know, um,
yeah.
I'm one of them. He lost his life. I hate more for his family, his
Right.
kids, his parents, stuff like that,
Yeah.
because he couldn't control his emotions
Mm-hmm.
because of what she was saying. Whatever the case may be, this goes back to one of our very first shows, man. We've already said no matter what you get into, you still got to be able to control your emotions,
Yeah.
because emotions is what put you over the top. He was so angry with what she was saying, and I mean, we just use anger that he felt like he needed to hit this lady in the face 2 or 3 times.
You know, and as sad as that is for his family losing him,
Mm-hmm.
I even feel like there's members of his family that may be like, oh man, if only he would have just stopped.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they
Mm-hmm.
could see themselves in the shoes of the 14-year-old. Like, yeah, I would have
Mm-hmm.
protected, like Yeah.
I think most would have. Most would have. Most young boys that age, mom is it, man. That's the first woman you fall in love with. My mom? Do you
Mm.
hear my mom like this? Oh, you gonna have to whoop me too. If I don't have a firearm, you gonna have to whoop me and her both. You gonna have to whoop me.
Yeah.
We both whoop. You finna whoop both of us. Cause I'm
Yeah.
finna try my best to defend my mama.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try my best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and that's just what it is. So with the 14-year-old kid, man, I don't have any. I thank God he got off. I
Hmm.
was just hoping he got off because
Yeah.
he really is the innocent person in this.
And if you let one of them off, you gotta let them both off. You know.
Now, do you?
I think so. If you let him off, you gotta let her off because I mean, regardless of what she said, it was the heat of the moment and everything. uh, She
It's
didn't.
not the same part. It's the if she indeed text the young fella to go get the gun,
Hmm.
then now
But that's not. I don't think that's criminal though.
it's not criminal. It's
Yeah,
not criminal, but
that's
had
proactive.
it is. But if that youngster would have lost his freedom,
Hmm.
I wouldn't have felt good about her
Oh, right.
at all. Because
Yeah,
at the end of the day, although it wasn't criminal what she was doing, but it stemmed from her
she directed.
the back and forth, the dialogue that her and the guy was having, all this stemmed from that.
Right, right.
It stemmed from that.
Yeah,
And again, shut up. He should have walked his ass away
yeah.
when she got to blah blah blah, blah whatever.
Hmm.
And whatever he said to her to keep her going back, it's not that serious.
Yeah, they were both wrong.
No,
And
man.
the guy that died wasn't the only one that suffered consequences. Yes, even though the charges were dropped, that 14-year-old has to live with the fact that he took someone's life, and the mom has to help him through that.
Yeah, yeah. Bodine said if the guy was white, do we think people would have jumped in and protected the woman? I don't know, man. You look at the video, depends on what the white guy looked like, you know, because if you look at the video, those are some older guys in that video, man. Those some granddaddies in there. I ain't talking about no granddad like me. They some for sure looking 70-year-old plus granddaddies that look like,
Yeah.
I mean, the most.
All that's going through their mind is, I don't need to step into that. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, and they may have been saying, "Oh man, I wish they ease up on this." Cause soon as he squared off and did what he did, I mean, they turned tail and got the hell out of there,
Oof.
both of them. So, um, people, black men aren't as any black man, older or otherwise, they're not as afraid, I think, of white guys.
Mhm,
I know young black guys not,
mhm.
they not, but older black guys, because I think they was like, I don't want no parts of this little kid, this little
Mhm.
cat.
Yeah.
You see how he hit up? I don't want nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
So they turn tail and run. But it's not when it comes to white guys, they don't fear white guys like
Yeah.
that. So
Especially with how they grew up, but I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, they would have been way more likely to jump in. I
Hmm.
if the guy was white.
I think so.
I still don't think they would have, but they would have been a
They
lot
may
more
would
likely
have,
to.
man. They may, because I mean, it was a couple of them. It was a couple of them that I saw in line. So if it was a white guy, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say if it was a white guy and he did that, they probably would have rushed him and just
Oh, okay.
let the chips fall.
Okay. Strength in
And
numbers.
right, right. If it was a white guy, I'm gonna hit you with something else. Even if it was a white guy, the kid may not have shot him. He might have thought he could whoop him.
That's an interesting take.
It is because people not as afraid of people just ordinarily, and I don't know why. You might can tell me, or y'all may can tell me. people aren't as afraid of white people. Black people aren't
But
as afraid of white people as they are black people.
well, I heard what you said about not afraid for the older, black men in that room. But for
Mhm.
the 14-year-old kid, I
Yeah,
think the decision not to shoot him because he's white is fear.
I
And
don't think so. I
instead,
think maybe he think he can whoop him, hand the cup. So I don't have to shoot him. I just come in and me and mama whoop his ass. He a white dude.
I don't know. I guess it depends how you're raised, but
Yeah,
a lot of
I
people be like,
mean,
I'll fight him before I shoot him because you ain't winning no cases in that
right.
situation.
It could be, man. I don't think I don't think that kid thought any of that when he
Yeah,
reacted. He
no,
just seen this dude hit his mama,
uh-huh,
how he hit his mama, and he
right,
just reacted. He just
right,
reacted. He
yeah,
knew from the door. I don't have no chance
mhm.
tussling with this guy.
Yeah. It's not like he was just pushing her a little slap. No,
Yeah,
I what from what I from the clip, and I didn't even see him hit her. I just saw him gearing up to hit her, like, and then
oh
I
no,
saw
no. So you didn't see
comments.
the video where he hit?
No.
Oh no, yeah, they had video, and they probably took it down after so many days. But yeah, man, he once he got in striking position, I mean he led with his hip.
Mm,
I mean it was solid, man. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? And it was solid, and it was solid sad. It was
mhm.
very sad, but he uh it's just it's yeah he leaned on her like he was trying to lay her down for real.
Yeah, yeah.
She just folded up,
Man, I don't even. There's something wrong with. There was something wrong with him. I
yeah.
don't know, man.
And that was discussed too. Something had to be going on with him.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, number two, you could tell he's done that before.
Oh man.
Yeah. Toyota said, I am just saying that the world is telling us stop saying Black Lives Matter. They dropped those charges, which is great for them. Don't get me wrong. Just don't miss those other folks saying y'all do whatever. Vincent BJ, we not gonna act like them folks staying out of the issue is the norm and so grand. It was very intentional because it was black on black. Um, yeah, I mean I agree. I'm not saying it's grand. I'm just saying they just saying, hey, it's y'all stuff, you know.
Mm.
And I think once it got to a like with the legal system, the DA, the prosecutors, all those, I think they kind of just let us do their own thing. And
What is the right? What's the right thing? It's tough to say. With the situation, I feel like they were in the right, or at least the 14-year-old kid was in the right to do what he can to protect his mom, especially in the danger she was in. But then
well,
afterwards,
legally, he was wrong.
ooh,
Legally, he was wrong. Legally, morally, yeah, he was right. Everybody, I mean, like I said, we would all do that.
mm,
Morally, yeah, he was right. Um, if you living in a rent house and the person that owns the rent house has insurance on the house,
mhm,
but the people that's renting the house don't have insurance, a storm comes and ruins all of their belongings. Morally, it would be great if the owner
mhm,
gave the renter some of the insurance money.
right,
You lost all your things. Let me help you out. I got this check for $30,000. I'll give you guys $2,000, $3,000 to
yeah,
kind of get you some more clothes, some underwear, whatever. Legally, you don't have to do anything.
right,
You feel me? So that's the difference when legally, because of what they were saying and what I heard, there was no more threat
mhm.
after he hit her.
So the shooting isn't on the video.
No,
Okay.
Not
But
really.
what you heard is that, I mean, essentially, what, he pulled out the gun. The guy's already off his mom, and he had his back turned.
He had already hit her. He had hit her, and yeah, he had his back turned. So the son shot him from the back, which is may have if it stopped right there, he may have had a legal okay because it stopped
Hmm.
right there. Get him off my mom.
Right.
Boom. So when he hit him the first time, the guy
Right.
flee.
Right.
So once he flee, and it would, if that was the end of it, that's the end of it. I think it would have been a clear cut self defense, so he wouldn't get hit with the manslaughter thing or the attempted murder thing because he was just getting the guy off his mom.
Yeah.
But as the guy was running, he pursued and busted him again.
Okay.
Right. So then once
Yeah, I
it
didn't know about
goes
the
there,
running. Right.
yeah, it turns into,
Right.
could turn into a murder thing. You know what
Now,
I mean?
now then that's where I can start agreeing with Toyota in that case, with the rundown.
Right.
Even though, because it's just legally.
Yeah. Just legal.
Ah, man, that's crazy. I mean, I definitely see why in the past they did the whole separation of church and state, because legality and morality just, they
It's
conflict.
different, man.
They
It's
conflict.
different. Yeah. I mean, people can be like, man, he ain't worth a damn because of what he does morally. But if he's
Sheesh.
in his legal realm or she's in her legal realm of what she's doing, then, you know. Bodine say, my thing, why do we have to shoot to kill? Why we can't shoot to hurt him? Maybe shoot him in the knee or shoulder. Do we always got to shoot to kill? Well, I think they teach you in like gun classes and stuff like that. If you're gonna pull your weapon, you need to kill them. You need to shoot to kill.
Yeah, I mean, they say really don't pull it out unless you plan to use it. Don't put your finger on the trigger unless you plan to kill,
Yeah,
like things like that. Yeah,
yeah.
you know.
But I mean, I think in that case, Bo, I don't think the kid was like a sharpshooter. He shot him in the back. I think he just, drew and shot what and hoped to hit him.
Yeah.
So you would almost have to be a good shot to say, okay, and to be thinking,
Mhm.
damn, let me just bust him in the shoulder.
Right. That's like something we expect of police because they're trained.
Right, right.
But
We
this
expect that of
14 year
police.
old,
But this
but
kid, yeah,
I do get Bodine on the side of, why did this 14-year-old feel the need to run this man down? You know, what's
again, they
going?
said the mama instructed him to do that.
Well,
He
okay,
he
so
was
then,
done when he blam and
right,
he got him off the mom.
right,
I heard, I don't know how true, but I heard the mom instructed him to continue and go ahead and finish the
sheesh,
deal.
sheesh.
Right, right. The lovers say the white people have their own issue right now. They are dealing with the father that shot his three sons, and we are staying out of that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I heard that.
I did, and I have saw a video where a guy was talking about that, about the white fella who
Mm-hmm.
shot his sons and tried to kill his kids,
Yeah,
kill all his kids.
yeah,
Yeah, she
yeah.
was right.
I,
I hadn't seen too many black people do videos or nothing
yeah,
about that.
and that hasn't really come across my timeline more than once, and it was
Mhm.
like a 5-second clip of like him like getting handcuffed by the police or something.
Right,
But yeah, yeah. I mean, this thing with the mom and the son, that's come across my timeline a couple times. I've never
right.
seen the full video of like the assault,
Hmm.
but I saw like a couple seconds of
Yeah, that white fella, man, he's clearly disturbed. He done that, and then he
it.
sit there on the porch and waited on the law to get there with
Yeah,
his kids piled up on next to him, man. God almighty, bro. Woo, what's going on with you to be
yeah,
doing stuff
yeah.
like that,
He
man?
shot him in the front yard or something.
Execution, man, like mafia style, and then piled him up right beside him and sat and waited for the police to come.
I mean, look, that's so wrong that it's almost comical. Like you could put it in a movie and you'd go, "Oh, man, this dude's crazy."
Yeah,
But like because that happened in real life, You know,
Mhm.
that's really messed up. But that's so wrong. It's almost like cinematic comical. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
how wrong that is,
They'll definitely do a movie about that.
man.
Definitely do a movie about that. I don't know. But look here, brother. We're gonna get up out of here, man. I'm so hungry, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I bet.
I mean, I'm so hungry, man, that I gotta give me something to eat, man. Toyota said, oh, okay. Yes, you
Okay.
BJ.
All right. Well,
What she say? BJ.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And she said, honestly, Vince, did she really have to stop talking? Sounds like she was just saying, "Get your food." I don't know. I watched the video, but thank you for sending the
Honestly,
link.
Vince, did she really have to stop talking? Sounds like she was just saying, "Get your food." Um, yeah, I think once she saw that threat being what it
He
was,
did threat. That's the seconds. That's the few seconds I saw him threatening her, like, "Shut up! If you don't shut up, I'm gonna hit
yeah,
you." That's
yeah.
what I
So
saw.
yeah, she should have just stopped talking, man. Why? Like I said this other day, BJ, when why is it that we got to prove ourselves so much?
Yeah,
Shut the hell up, man.
yeah,
I mean, what? Because you stopped talking,
yeah.
you feel like that makes you weak or scared or what?
You
And
know
I
what?
don't get it.
It did for her, especially if she, her son shot at him once, already got him, and then she's like, no, 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 keep shooting them. She's
Mhm.
the one that has that issue,
Right.
that insecurity issue where she can't stop talking. She
Yeah.
needs to get back. You know,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I would say yes. She really needed to just stop talking. I mean, what was they arguing about? Who was in line first?
Hmm.
It's not that serious, man. Nothing is
Hmm.
that serious. And on his end, again, what are you arguing about, bro? When this lady is keeping, when she's going and going and going,
Hmm.
man, just walk away.
Yeah, it's not
Why
even
do you have to prove you gonna respect me? Shut up. I'm gonna knock you out. Why?
because everybody knows you can knock her out. It's obvious. Why do you got to prove that? Yeah.
Why do you have to prove that? Who do you have to prove this to?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, man. Let's get up out of here, man. Y'all have a good weekend, man. Stay hydrated. BJ, I'm finna rock out, man.
All right.
Gotta give me some food, man. And I'll catch up with you later, bro. Until
Yes.
then, we'll holler.